Alright, welcome back everyone. This is DragonInWhite and we're back with another episode of Assassin's Creed 2. Let's jump right into the game. I believe we are actually approaching the end of this game and I'm not sure if that over there means I already played 20 hours of this. I think it does sound about right. I'm actually recording episode 40 something, with each episode being about 30 minutes, so that does make sense, about 20 hours rather than it being saved at 8 o'clock the last time I played. As it is, I can't even remember what time I started or ended. Okay, so let us jump into the game, and this time I'm going to probably try to finish this game all the way to its end. Yep, all the way to its end. In this session, so I'll be playing through a few episodes in one go, and that actually does help with my scheduling. Also, on top of that, I have a rather exciting news. Well, exciting for me at least, maybe for some of you as well. Is that I just purchased on Steam Dragon Ball Kakarot, which is, you know, a game based on Dragon Ball, and from what I understand it tells through the whole story of Dragon Ball Z. Not sure about the early parts of Dragon Ball as well, but at least Dragon Ball Z. So, it is something new, relatively new at least. In fact, as far as, well, today is the 24th of January, so...
Don't be shy. I only aim to heal.
I think the game only came out like last week. I believe I need to climb up. Yeah, so the game only came out last week, so this is a very new game. So for those of you who have, you know, are not interested in my stuff because it's been really old games, Assassin's Creed and stuff, well, here's something for you guys to watch. So my plans, okay, I'm just gonna wait here first.
Keep watch over these fields and ensure no harm comes to the bundles of Fieno. It may seem a mundane task, but it is critical nonetheless.
What's in the hay?
Without this most basic resource, they'll lose the means to resist.
Hey, so my intentions with my recording schedule would be to alternate Assassin's Creed as well as I was trying to not get detected. It's to alternate Assassin's Creed and Dragon Ball Z. Well, not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Kakarot. I'll probably finish up this one. No, I'll see how this goes. I will work on I'll record a few episodes first and see how it goes. I have a feeling it might end up being very grindy. Assassin's Creed by nature, not Assassin's Creed, sorry, I'm getting confused myself. Dragon Ball Kakarot, from what I heard by its nature, is not exactly an action game, but more of an RPG game. So, we'll see how that goes. I might end up cutting out bits and pieces for grinding, if it gets overly grindy. Okay, killing them this way is not the way either. Yeah, so in case, I will start playing Dragon Ball when I actually finish playing through this, and then I will take a look at how the schedule goes and alternate between those two games. Right, meanwhile, I'm just going to probably go silent for a bit and try to focus on how exactly am I going to do this.
Already, many have fallen into line. They require clothing, food, shelter, warmth, and
You know what? I think the easiest way to do?
all of these things are born of Fieno. I hear you grumbling. You...
There we go. Problem solved.
You would have let your own people starve. And for what?
Too long I suffered their insults. They called me simple and low class. I wanted their respect.
I'm afraid you do not have mine. Per quanto sia penoso il trapasso, lieto sarà il tuo sonno. Requiescat in pace.
Alright, and here comes the obligatory fight. Let's see. Come on, come and get me. Oops. Oh boy.
I want no part of this!
The big guy is a big problem. You know what? How about let's just run? Kind of feeling a bit lazy to kill so many. Let's see. I probably should find a hiding place that is further out. Oh, okay, that works. Just run far away enough. Alright, so one more of those fellas left to kill, and we are good to go on the main quest. So I checked it out. I'm at sequence 12. And I'm approaching the end of it, and sequence 13 is the last one. So I'm pretty confident that I can get it finished in, well, at least the next 2-3 episodes. And that will leave me free to possibly start recording Dragon Ball Kakarot tomorrow. Assuming I actually have the time to do it. So, as it is Chinese New Year Eve today. So I just had like reunion dinner and stuff. This is a Chinese tradition thing where families get together on the eve of the Chinese New Year to, you know, have a reunion. So during the Chinese New Year period, there will probably be a lot of things to do. And lots of gathering, lots of meetings. So I'm not really sure if I can actually keep up a schedule while maintaining my translations. Translating wise, I am ahead of where I need to be, but I do want to at least keep up my usual release rate, at least translate 2 per day, so that I don't eat up on that stockpile.
Secure those crates. We can ill afford to let their contents fall into the wrong hands.
Okay. So also from what I understand, sequence 11 and sequence 12 were added later as a DLC. So when I first played through, apparently there wasn't this part.
If they want peace, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. How the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me. To think I once considered them my patrons. It was before the prophet opened my eyes. Then I saw the instance of commerce and the division it creates.
No, quick, come on.
Savonarola will lead us into a new era, one of fraternity, equality, and justice. All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past and accept the Lord as our savior and true leader.
How do I assassinate him? I see.
We'll see just how tough he holds out arms.
Damn it. Well, the idea was there. I just need to make sure I didn't get seen. Quite close anyway. Alright,
We'll see
let's
just how
see.
tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food.
So that worked out. I thought I was taking a crazy amount of damage.
How the Medici family can still hold any sway in this city is beyond me. To think I once considered them my patrons. But that was before the prophet opened my eyes.
Pull one down. There we go.
Then I saw the evils of commerce and one of fraternity, equality, and justice. All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past
Let's see.
and accept the Lord as our savior and true leader.
Four more down. Now, where is that fella?
Holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola.
Okay, this does make things a bit more tricky. Let's see, he stands down there.
Yes. One of fraternity, equality, and justice. Remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our
Okay.
troubled past.
Yeah,
and
gotta jump
accept
down.
the Lord.
If not, I will definitely be detected.
We'll see just how.
There we go. This one feels a little tougher than the previous one.
What? What have I done?
You tried to force devotion.
Sometimes the people must be told what to think.
No good has ever come of that. Benché il mio cuore sia turbato, la mia mente è lucida. Requiescat in pace.
Alright. And again, I'm just not gonna bother. There's no point. Alright, so back on Dragon Ball Kakarot also, I heard there's another problem, is that that game is a little more optimized for controllers. I do not have a controller, unfortunately. I am actually somehow purchasing a Xbox controller. Of course, I am probably just going to play with keyboard and mouse. I always found this to be a better option in my opinion. Of course, some will beg to differ, but for me, keyboard and mouse is my favorite. And finally, also the last problem that I'm thinking that there might be would be the fact that well, as you guys know, I record my games in 4K, mostly because I got 4K monitors and they look done good that way. I'm not sure if my PC can handle gaming on 4K for the latest games like Dragon Ball Kakarot, and I'm not about to drop money on new graphic cards. Currently I'm running two 1080 Ti's in SLI configuration. Not sure if that would help, and so far I actually found that SLI has not really been that much helpful. All the same, you know, it got me by for a lot of games in 4K. I may have to lower some graphics or stuff, but depending on how things go, I may have to settle for playing that game in 1080 or maybe one grade higher than 1080, but probably just 1080. That just makes more sense somehow. Alright, and before we get on to the final quest location, probably just going to start my shameless plugs. So as many of you know, I translate Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. It's available to read for free on gravitytales.com. Daily chapters come out, and all the links are down in the description below. Also, support me on Patreon. If you like what I do and or my novel, do support me on Patreon and you get access to early access chapters. You read ahead of public. And finally, I have a merch store out, so check it out as well. There are t-shirts and stuff with my designs on it. I'm working on new designs, variants of my profile pictures. And that's it. All descriptions are down. All the things are down in the description below.
What happens now?
Watch.
Silence! I demand silence! Why are you here? Why do you disturb me? You should be cleansing your home, cleansing yourself. There are bonfires to feed, prayers to be said, penance to be done. You will do as I command. You will submit.
Find the Apoletsu! It can't be far!
I see him. Time to grab him. Ah, dang. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I can just kill him.
There he is, get him!
Let's see. There we go. Problem settled. I really should search the bodies of these fellas. Just in case, you know, for bullets. What am I searching? Nothing. I know I can find throwing knives off some of their body. Okay. This springboard thing, quite new. I wonder when did that show up. Okay, let me take a look at the yeah, I think I got most of the codex pages already.
Go back down, or I shoot.
So let's move on to the main quest. I know that to initiate the final sequence, I need all the codex pages fixed in together. So there's a good chance that I already got most of that settled. So I think this should be pretty fast. Sequence 13, go through a bunch of things, find a boss. That should probably make for either finale on the next episode or the episode after that. As long as I am not required to have a bunch of feathers to complete the game. I will get really pissed if I really have to get feathers. Hate the feathers.
Life expectancy? About 5 more minutes, I wage.
Yeah.
Stay back! Guards!
I'm so
Eh,
sorry, Messere.
can't be
I
bothered.
don't know
Might
what
have
you're
to
moving.
deal with this one.
What are you doing? Get the on.
There we go.
God bears witness to the sacrilege that you would handle this prophet this way. Blasphemers! Heretics! You will burn for this! Do you hear me? You'll burn!
Well, he's the one burning now.
I come for salvation. Lord, show mercy.
No one deserves to die in such pain.
I mean, I must imagine dying by fire is really painful.
I knew this day would
So,
come. Please, show mercy.
I have.
I agree. This is already mercy as it is.
Che sia il tuo Dio a giudicarti. Requiescat in pace.
Silenzio! Silenzio! 22 years ago, I stood where I stand now and watched my loved ones die, betrayed by those I had called friends. Vengeance clouded my mind. It would have consumed me, were it not for the wisdom of a few strangers who taught me to look past my instincts. They never preached answers, but guided me to learn from myself. We don't need anyone to tell us what to do. Not Savonarola, not the Medici. We are free to follow our own path. There are those who will take that freedom from us. Too many of you gladly give it. But it is our ability to choose whatever you think is true that makes us human. There is no book or teacher to give you the answers, to show you the path. Choose your own way. Do not follow me or anyone else.
Pretty big words. I thought he's a friend of the Medici as well. Wait, that's 13, so maybe I might have gotten the numbers wrong. Maybe it's 14 that I meant. Okay, alright. Yep, 30 out of 30 found. That is everything I need. And this right here is the final stretch. So there's a good chance that the final episode is the next one. Of course, it depends on how long sequence 14 takes. But I don't expect it to take really too long. Yep. So since I am here, before initiating, I think I shall initiate the final mission in the next episode. It is rather early for this episode, but we are starting to approach it, so I'm gonna use this final few minutes to probably run a few mundane stuff to make sure I got everything good. That is everything that I should have.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Okay, let's see. Have I bought everything yet? I have. Okay.
Buon viaggio.
So that is that. Next thing is to collect all the money. Okay, that's that. And I think now will be a good time to check the shops to see if there are any better equipment for me. I know I'm already wearing the best armor, so that's that. But there might be things like, you know, upgrades to my bullet pouch and stuff like that. Let's see if I got the... Okay, firstly, yep. Small weapons. Honestly, I don't really care about small weapons.
Later then,
Oh,
yes?
damn it.
I'll find something.
Okay, I really need to figure the differentiate. I need to differentiate the escape and shift. Escape exceeds me all the way to the outside. Shift goes back by 1. I just need to get used to it. There we go. Knife belt upgrade. I mean, I don't really need this, but it's good to have anyway. It's kind of sad that I don't have bullet upgrades. Okay.
Choice. Ciao for now.
And
Great
then
metal work.
let's see, ammunition. Yeah, let's just top it all off. You know, get ourselves ready for the final 8 chapter. I have not used smoke bombs yet, I just realized. Okay. Now let's look at weapons. Is there something better than what I'm already using? This is good deflect. I don't need deflect. I need pure damage, which is this one. Oh, sort of a tire. Okay, yep, there we go. That is something that I want. Sort of our tire. Okay, and then armor. I know I have the best armor already, so meh. Okay, so
I hope.
there's
And
that.
please, come back often.
And I shall, to keep things simple, I shall run over to the start of the next mission area. Oh, I looked up the statues at the back and I figured out what those were already, and also check out the truth. Well, I might consider going through a truth. Apparently it's part of a DLC that kind of shows me another memory somewhere, but honestly not very important to the story. And basically I think I get to take a more insight into the what's the fella's name, subject 16. I can't remember his name, so yeah. Wait. Oh, here. Well, let's see how many feathers I got now. Not a lot, I guess. 32. Mother still doesn't want to talk to me. Honestly, I am aware of what it gives me anyway. It's a cape, which is kind of rather pointless, so I shall not bother with that. These statues, I looked it up. They just pretty much give you money, so pointless basically. And then there's this. Alright, and so I have already arranged most of it there, but in any case, with this, I think I shall leave this till next time. So, bye!